Shots, slices, shots, only one shot, only one shot, and I passed out.
What's up, everybody? This is the Quarter Guy, and welcome to a one-shot Let's Play of Mega Maker. A preview build of this was provided for me from Wrecking Programs, the guy who made this. This is a special preview build. This game's actually about to release rather soon, so sorry if the game's really loud, but apparently every time I change the screens, the volume resets, and so it's kind of pointless for me to do so. They said that it was a problem with Winamp, and hopefully they'll fix it, but for now, this is a fully functional, fan-made Mega Man level maker, kind of like what Capcom was gonna do with Mega Man Universe before they pulled the plug on it. Let me show you how the whole thing works. There's a tutorial here for people who have their first time playing, so let's go into that. Hello there. You're here to create your own levels, I assume? They have Wily doing this tutorial, and in fact, this is actually the a remake of the Mega Man 7 intro stage level theme, so that's a nice touch. Then you've come to the right place. I've used this editor to create my award-winning stages for years. Allow me to teach you the ins and outs of the stage editor, so you can give that pesky Mega Man a run for his money. You would say that, Wily. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be able to match the great Dr. Wily. Though, needless to say, that will be a real challenge. Really, Wily? Of course you'd say that. Hey now, that's not a good way to motivate them, is it? Oh, hi, Dr. Light! So we have some Doctor's Guidance-style banter going here. Light, what are you doing here? Just thought I'd help you enlighten them about the editor. Two heads are better than one, right? Or is this one of your evil schemes? Of course not! Why would it be? Great. Let's get this ball rolling then, shall we? Yeah, whatever. First of all, we should probably create some terrain that Mega Man can traverse. Watching him fall to his doom is fun and all, but that wouldn't be satisfying, would it? Hold the left mouse button to place terrain in the level. Go nuts! Oh, and make sure to press the green check mark once you're finished. Hold the left mouse button to place terrain. Alright, let's do this. A little bit of this. And here. Zip, and check. Looking good, though the stage looks pretty empty at the moment. You're right. It's time to play some of my ingenious robots. Do you see that blue bar at the top of the screen? There, you can select all kinds of stuff to place in the level, such as terrain, enemies, and stage hazards. Since we want to place enemies, select the enemies category and place them in the level. Select the enemies category and place an enemy. Whoops, don't want to create too many enemies now, would we? Okay, much better. Definitely. However, make sure not to overuse enemies in your level. A challenge every now and then is fine, but if you want to keep things fun, use them with care. Way to ruin my fun. This isn't about your fun, Wily, it's about the player's fun, I guess. Moving on, only using these Met enemies gets old after a while. Luckily, I made sure you have a lot more robots at your disposal. Once you've selected a category in the blue bar at the top, you can open its dedicated menu. Simply click the category icon again to open this menu, which allows you to choose from lots of different assets. Why don't you see for yourself? Don't mind if I do. Try placing a different kind of enemy in the level. Okay. Now, we have enemies from the first 6 classic Mega Man games here. Let's, place one of these. And maybe a couple of these. You can even change their color, which is nice. That's a great selection of enemies you have there, Wily. You put a lot of effort into this, didn't you? Thank you, but this is just the beginning. As I said before, the stage editor allows for a lot more than just terrain and enemies. If we go back to our blue bar, we can see that there's a level objects category on the right of the enemies category. This category holds a variety of objects, such as energy pickups, checkpoints, and stage gimmicks. Speaking of energy pickups, they can be a great way of rewarding the player for completing a tough section. Don't use them too much though, otherwise you may just make it too easy for that blue bomber. Why don't you place an object in the level? Remember, click the category icon to select that category, and click it again to choose a different object. Let's see. Alright. So, we have pickups, general items like checkpoints, water, bombs, jumpers, blocks that can be only destroyed by certain weapons, stuff from Mega Man 1, 2, even those dastardly lasers, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright. Like here. Not bad. This level's coming along nicely. Be careful with stage gimmicks, though. A good level always introduces them in a safe environment before challenging the player with them. You don't want to cause unfair deaths. Either way, the level feels a bit plain, don't you think, Light? Maybe if the level had some kind of background. I've got you covered. The very left category on the top bar is the backgrounds category. Here you can select any background to make your level look prettier. Go ahead, try placing one in your level. Alright. Now, just like before, we have backgrounds from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's see, which one shall we use? How about this one? That looks much better. Amazing how such a simple detail can add so much to a level. Before we move on, there's something I haven't yet mentioned about the tiles category. Aside from regular terrain, this category is also home to ladders and death spikes. And between you and me, make sure to place as many death spikes as possible, anything to give that Mega Man a hard time. Wily, you know very well that death spikes should be used with caution. Using them carelessly can make a level too frustrating for its own good. You and your fair level design. Wily, you cad. Whatever, just place some ladders or spikes so we can move on. Place a ladder or spike. 1. There's a lot of variety for death spikes here. Alright, maybe just 1 or 2. That will do. Not enough death spikes in my opinion, though. Wily, I thought you'd stop this. Fine, fine. Also, I don't see Mega Man anywhere in the level. Right. To place him in the level, select the Mega Man icon on the top bar and find a good spawn point. So, where to put Mega Man? Here would be good. With that out of the way, it's time to expand our level. So far, we've only worked on a single screen, but of course, my editor can do more than that. You have several ways to move the camera. You can use the arrow keys on your keyboard, you can use the W, A, S, and D keys, or you can hold the middle mouse button and try to move the mouse. Try it! So, right, I'm just using my gamepad to do that. Alright. There you go. You may have noticed that these new screens are darker than the old screens. That's because these screens are still empty. Let's fix that by placing some terrain there. Simple, shall we? Alright. Okay. Click the button. Not bad, but I've noticed there's a weird icon between the screens. What is this for, Wily? Glad you asked. This icon shows whether or not these sections are connected. If the sections are connected, the camera doesn't stop at the border between the sections. If the sections are not connected, the camera stops at the border, and when Mega Man touches the border, he'll undergo a screen transition. By default, sections are connected horizontally, but not vertically. Why don't you mess around with them? Alright. Connect, disconnect, connect, disconnect. Great! One thing to note is that in order to undergo an upward screen transition, Mega Man must be climbing a ladder. Keep that in mind when designing your levels. It seems we're making quite some progress on this level. Yes, but even if you're a brilliant level designer like me, you don't always get everything right the first time. If you ever want to delete an object you've placed, simply hold the right mouse button when your cursor is on said object. Keep in mind that in order to remove backgrounds, you need to have the backgrounds category selected. Last but definitely not least, it's time to end your level with a boss. I've included several of my brilliant inventions for you to pick from. Way to overcredit yourself there. Should I remind you that some of these are created by Cossack, myself, and even scientists from around the globe? Take that, Flat Earthers. As if anyone would pick those inferior models. If you for some reason do not want to include a boss in your level, I've also included party balls and energy elements as alternatives. I also recommend having a separate screen for your boss, as this would allow for a fair robot-to-robot battle. Yes, nothing can beat a true boss arena. I've also included boss doors to further increase this effect. Place them on section borders for the biggest effect. And if you want to change our boss's weakness or change other settings, click on the boss and click on the gear that appears above it. Why don't you create a boss arena now? Don't mind if I do. But first, some terrain leading up to it. Up, there we go. Okay. We need wall boundaries. And, alright. Here's the boss stuff. 1. Okay, for Mega Man 1, we got Cut Man and Bomb Man. Mega Man 2, we got Crash Man and Metal Man. Mega Man 3, we got Spark Man and Top Man. Mega Man 4, we got Toad Man and Pharaoh Man. Mega Man 5, we got Stone Man and Napalm Man. And for Mega Man 6, we got Night Man and Plant Man. And we have the energy element and the party ball there. Let's go with something classic. We're gonna put Cut Man in this boss arena. Now, you can even include immunities and primary and secondary weaknesses, and even change the boss music. Robot Master, Wily Boss. Yeah, this is pretty neat. I'll choose this one. Okay, now let's put in our boss door. And put in some terrain to cover it. Alright, and now connect this up. Let's put in a few extra enemies here. Alright. Background, of course. Let's not forget that. Okay. Great. Does that mean we're finished, Wily? Almost. As you may have already noticed, there are 3 more icons at the very left of the top bar. The gear on the very left opens the settings menu. Here you can change several settings, such as your level's name, buster charging, sliding, and even the background color of your level. Why don't you try it out? Open the options menu and change the level name. LP Test Level. This will do for the, okay. Sliding, charge shots. I think our background color will, I guess our background color doesn't really matter since this is, well, we've got our backgrounds here, so. There we go. Alright, let's move on to the second icon, the weapons menu. Here you can choose what special weapons Mega Man is allowed to use in your level. You have a lot of freedom here, so you can go as crazy as you want. Keep in mind that the first weapon has infinite ammo, which you can use to build stages around a certain weapon. Try changing some weapons of your choice. Alright, let's create an item set. First up, we got our Mega Buster, and let's see, from Mega Man 1, we got the Rolling Cutter, the Firestorm, and the Thunder Beam. Let's go for, Firestorm. From Mega Man 2, we got the Quick Boomerang, the Crash Bomber, and the Metal Blade. Let's go with the Metal Blade. Mega Man 3, Search Snake, Top Spin, and Magnet Missile. Magnet Missile. 4, we have the Skull Barrier, the Flash Stopper, and the Pharaoh Shot. Let's go with the Pharaoh shot. Okay, Mega Man 5, Gravity Hold, Star Crash, and Charge Kick. Let's, use the Star Crash. Mega Man 6, Windstorm, Silver Tomahawk, and Plant Barrier. Silver Tomahawk. Let's see, and we also have two special weapons brought over from Smash Brothers. We have the Shine and the Mach Tornado. Let's put those in. And we have our utilities, our Rush Coil, our Rush Eject, and our Magnet Beam. There we go. We're almost there. Only one icon to go. The third icon opens the music menu. Here you can listen to several tracks and choose which one you want to play in your level. Give them a try and pick your favorites. And we basically got the entire level soundtrack from the first 4 games. So let's choose Gravity Man stage. There we go. There you go. I assume we're finished then, Wily? Pretty much. All that's left is to save your level. Click the save icon on the bottom left to do so. And there we go. Level saved. We're all set. To play your level, click the green play button on the bottom left. Play the level. Here we go. Whoop. What? Alright. Let's get past this enemy here, and into our boss arena. Here we go. Whoops, I forgot to disconnect it here. Whoops. Metal Blade's tearing it up. And there we have it. Yay! And victory pose! Look at that! You've just created your very own level! That wasn't so bad, was it? Doesn't seem like it. Thank you for letting other people use your editor, Wily. It's very kind of you to give them such a fun and powerful tool. You're very welcome! Anything to give Mega Man some well-deserved trouble, What was that? Nothing, nothing! Either way, that wraps up this tutorial. Go ahead and show the world your level design skills. Yeah, after the success of Mario Maker, this is the kind of tool we could use for Mega Man fans. We're looking forward to what you come up with. And that takes care of the tutorial. How about we finish this off by going through a level? Let's see, let's go through some examples. Or, well, an example. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go. Okay, let's use this one. Computer Lab. Slide enabled, charge Mega Man 6, played by Cosmic Gem. Let's play it. Loading level. Here we go. Alright, let's do this. Hey, this is the kind of setup I had before, except for the terrain. Up, up. Oh, darn it! Yeah, that was a little too... Alright. Alright. Now, I've got unlimited lives here. For weapons here, I have the Surge Snake, the Plant Barrier, the Crash Bomber, and the Silver Tomahawk, along with the Magnet Beam utility. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, edge up a little bit. There we go. Ah, those walker enemies there. Hup. Alright. Up we go. And down we go. Hup. 1, 2. There we go. 1, 2. There we go. There we go. Up we go. Get the energy and proceed forward. Oh boy. Alright. Oh, there we go. Oh, boy. Oh, darn it! Not even a checkpoint there. Back to the beginning. Should have used a weapon there. Up. Rapid fire. Up we go. Yeah. In fact, this seems even more expansive than what Mega Man Universe was gonna be. I mean, Mega Man Universe is gonna focus mainly on Mega Man 2. Only thing you really can't customize here is the hero. And even then you can customize his loadout. So... Alright. There we go. Okay. So make sure the knockback was manageable. And here we have Windman background here. Nice. Oh boy. Hello, Yoku Blocks, my old friend! I've come to talk to you again. Up we go. Oh, there we go. Keep him moving. And now we got Yamato Man background here. Oh, darn it! So close there. Ready! It's nice that you can actually do areas that are connected, vertical areas that are connected and not have to do a screen transition. Up we go! Jump! 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 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Up we go! Let's see if the plant barrier is any good in this, Okay. Alright. And we have our boss battle up here. Complete with checkpoint. And here's our boss fight. Ooh. We're using platforms here. Ooh, it's an expansive, extended boss room. One more. All right. Nice. There we go. And it looks. This is pretty cool. And these are the kind of levels we're going to be able to make with this thing. It's going to release soon, and hopefully we'll be able to see more updates to be able to add more stuff to this, like 7 through 10 bosses, and even more bosses from other games, but for now, this is looking really good. Thanks to Rec Programs for providing me with the game, and all of you look forward to it soon. Until next time, this is the Quarter Guy, signing out.
Let's rock out.